Ladies and gentlemen, we have Caldera on the left side with HOA on the right. HOA seems to be diving Caldera's Druid, leaving their own unprotected in the back. It seems Plague Lord is being utilized to keep Fade under wraps. The Pit Fighter ultimate, bringing everyone to a knockdown. Fade's at 75% hit points. They are utilizing the pillar for line of sight and quick blink getaways with the Wood Elf. Fade seems to be in trouble. He's at 50% health. Tyrannical is also dropping at 75%. Fade now at 25% is forced to ultimate, but Tyrannical is down at 50%. Tyrannical at 25%. Can they finish him off? By putting Tyrannical down into pressure, Fade is able to get himself back up to 75% hit points. Fade down at 25. Tyrannical at 10%. 5%. Can Tyrannical survive? He's being focused. Tyrannical is down. Fade at 25% is being stuck to glue by Balathon. If they can bring Fade down, that will get rid of Caldera's healer. Fade is down. Now it is Morphine and Balathon versus Pamintendre and Matariel. This 3v3 has turned into a 2v2. But Caldera does not have a healer. Can Matariel and Pamintendre defeat Balathon and Morphine before they can outlast the other two? Morphine is going down, forced to ult at 50% health. Matariel and Pamintendre are keeping up the pressure. Can Balathon deal enough damage to relieve pressure on Morphine? And Morphine goes down. That pretty much wraps up the match, folks. It looks like the first victory goes to Caldera. And they're off. Both teams kind of poking each other, seeing where the weak points are, playing a little defensively. It looks like Curve Johnson is brought in and taken down to half hit points in one combo. He is certainly the focus target from Soline, MJade, and Medicaid. Medicaid is beaming his ally so they deal increased damage. MJade's at 75%, but can Curve Johnson withstand the assault? This onslaught from HOA Black. He's at 2%. Curve Johnson is down, but MJade is also low, bringing down to 15%. Can Narion and Jaguar finish off MJade and bring this into a 2v2 situation? Medicaid is doing his best to keep MJade up while MJade kites around the close-range Templar, or Assassin. Oops, I'm so used to Jaguar playing a Templar. Jaguar is being brought down. He is the new focus target. He is at 5%. He uses his ultimate power to vanish into the nether. Narion is doing his best to keep Jaguar up, but with the pressure off of MJade, Medicaid is allowed to beam once again, increasing Soline's damage. With an ult from MJade, Jaguar is finished, and this match is decided. It seems HOA Black is not stopping at the one person left alive. They are ruthless. And HOA Black wins the first round. Round 2 has begun. The UDL team is taking a more defensive approach. They're trying to stay well out of range of the chain pull and draw MJ or Soline into their clutches. Using the pillar to line of sight, UDL is hoping to draw HOA into close quarters combat around that pillar. And there we go, the chain pull into Jaguar. He's been caught off guard. His health is dropping, but not quite as fast as Curve Johnson's did. Can he withstand the onslaught? Medicaid is in the back beaming his allies for increased damage. Narion doing his best to keep Jaguar topped off and alive. UDL is surviving a lot better this time. MJ going down at 75%, 60%, and healed. Jaguar is dotted up and going down. He seems to be the focus target for HOA's team. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, counter discs are allowed, so maybe there's some switch up in this match. Jaguar is below 50% health, trying to withstand the onslaught of both MJ and Soline, two DPS characters. Seems like UDL is put mostly on the defensive, trying to keep Jaguar alive. A nice tornadoes by Curve Johnson gives them some breathing room. Jaguar still hovering around the 50% line, and neither MJ nor Soline are taking much damage. Jaguar going down to 30%. Can they finish him? Soline taking some damage as Curve Johnson is finally able to unload into him. And he's back up to full, picking up a health pack from Medicaid. Tornadoes from Curve Johnson are now very short range due to the Tank Fesser spec. Jaguar still hovering around 50%. Soline going down to 75%, but Jaguar even lower. Can they finish him off? Soline is down to 50%, MJ is down to 75%, but Jaguar is going down. He's dodging away, but did he go too far away from his healer? Jaguar is down, but Soline is at 20%. Can Curve Johnson finish him off? Medicaid is forced to ult in order to get rid of his essence. But Soline picks up a whole bunch of orbs in his back within good healing. They're moving out of range of my vision, so I'm not able to comment on their health. Let's see if we can move in for a closer look. Seems that while I was dithering around on the ground, Curve Johnson went down. And the second victory goes to HOA Black. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we might have had a disconnect. Pamintendre has disappeared, so this first match, definitely a little bit of a bust. Alright, let's go. Looks like this match is on, though. It's HOA Black versus Caldera. Pamin, Tundre, and Metariel are unfazed by MJade and Solene. Medicaid is beaming his allies instead of healing. Fade is in the background, dropping orbs, presumably. MJade is down to 75%, but picks up a med pack and goes back up near full. This is a fight where the melees are in a ball crunching at each other while the druids are on the outside, dropping orbs continuously. Seems that HOA has swapped targets and is now chasing Fade off in the corner. Fade, trying to use the pillar to his advantage, is running them around in circles, allowing his teammates to get on Solene. Pamentendre is at 50% health, Fade is at 50% health, and is forced to ult amongst the onslaught of MJade and Solene. Seems Caldera is put on the defensive with Pamentendre below 75% hit points, and MJade and Solene are at full. Or near full. Fade still utilizing that pillar, while his teammates try to peel off the attackers. Looks like people are getting stuck up on that pillar. Remember, guys, Confessor physics are a little wonky. MJade at 75%, everyone else is nearly above 90. But Fade takes some damage, goes down to 60, and is running around the pillar, healing himself as he goes. This matchup looks like it could be more drawn out. Fade is pulled in by Solene and is taken out by a combo. He is forced to ult yet again. Good thing, too, because that looked very deadly. Solene is down at 50% hit points, taken off guard by Pamentendre Metariel's counterattack. Charging around the pillar, he picks up orbs left by his pal Medicaid. This gives Fade some breathing room, only dealing with MJade. And yet Fade is still below 50% health. Can he survive MJade's assault? Fade is down to 25%. He probably does not have an ult up. Can they finish him? Fade is down. Now Metariel and Pamentendre. They have to finish Solene now. Otherwise, it will not be doable. Solene picks up another health pack and goes back up near full. He's at 50%. They have to blow their cooldowns. Can they bring Solene down? Solene at 25%. Medicaid using an ult defensively to heal Solene. Metariel's at 50% health and going down. 25%. Metariel ults to escape. But with no healer, he cannot regain that much health. Pamentendre is keeping the pressure up on Solene, but it's just a matter of time now, folks. Metariel is at 5%. He ults yet again. But still, with a healer on their side, it seems like HOA Black is taking down their opponents, slowly but surely. Pamentendre is holding off using Pit Fighter Champion techniques. Even with the iframes nerf, Pit Fighter Champions are still very tanky and hard to take down. Metariel, staying at 5%, is likely to go down soon. He tried bandaging around the corner of the pillar and is trying to regain mana now, and yet He is under assault by MJ and Soline. Caldera is down. Oh, Metariel is still alive with a fraction of hit points left. Medicaid goes in for the execute, switching to Spark. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and that looks like it is it for Caldera. They held out for a very long time, even without a healer. An interesting round one. And off they go. Pamington Dre is pulled in and comboed for the knockdown. Looks like they're sticking to Fade. Caldera is now switching and trying to focus only Medicaid this time. Pamington Dre below 60% health. Metariel at 70%. Can Fade keep them alive while they go after Medicaid, who seems to be debuffed all to heck? Medicaid at 50%, taking heavy damage from Caldera. Can Soline and MJ peel for their healer? Pamington Dre is at 30% health. Medicaid using an offensive ult and defensive at the same time, shredding Pamington Dre. Pamington Dre forced to ult himself in order to stay alive. Medicaid is at 50%. Metariel, Pamington Dre, and Fade are full. Medicaid at 30%. He's taking heavy fire from Metariel and Pamington Dre. Caldera's onslaught this time is brutal. Pamington Dre, staying around 50% hit points, is definitely looking hurt. But Medicaid at 10%, debuffed and running away. He goes down. Looks like Caldera takes out the healer quickly this time. Let's see if Soline and MJ can do anything to Fade or Pamington Dre before they die a slow, painful death. Soline at 50%, using his druid buddy's death orb to his advantage to try and deal some damage to Pamington Dre and Metariel. Pamington Dre at 50% hit points. Fade is at 50% hit points. Soline and MJ are doing their best to stick on the enemy healer. Pamington Dre is at 25%. He's dizzy down. He ults and regains many lost hit points. Fade is at 30%, but it seems like Soline and MJ are having a hard time sticking to him with Metariel and Pamington Dre, knocking them down. Fade is at 10%. Can they finish him? Soline is at 25%. It's looking grim for him. It's a matter of time. If they can kill Fade, it's possible they may have a chance. Soline is stunned behind the pillar. Metariel and Pamington Dre are trying to finish off Soline, leaving MJ to deal with Fade. Soline is blocking up at low health, trying to survive. Fade is at 5%. Can they finish him? Soline is at 3%. Oh, Fade and Soline go down at the same time. MJ is looking hurt. Will he have enough damage to even hurt Metariel and Pamington Dre by himself? It looks like he is surrendering by leaving the arena. It looks like the second win goes to Caldera, bringing this into another third round finisher. This time Soline and MJ are going straight for Fade. The teams are focusing each other's healers. This comes down to a question: which healer can survive the onslaught longest? Fade is forced to ult first, taking heavy damage from MJ and Soline. Metariel and Pamington Dre are moving back to peel for their healer. Fade is below 50% hit points and has Plague Lord on. He is consistently exposed and can be knocked down. Hamilton Dre is at 30%. Fade looks like he's going down. Can they finish him off? He possibly went down behind the pillar. He is down. Hamilton Dre at 20% hit points. Soul-Lead, MJ'd, and Medicaid. Maybe they put on some counter discs. Who knows? But they destroyed Caldera this time. Looks like the fight's starting. Hamilton Dre are on Medicaid. And MJ and Soul-Lead are on Fade. Seems that Hamilton Dre and Metariel have switched targets and gotten off Medicaid and are trying to peel for their healer. Looks like Fade's going down at 30%. Soul-Lead and MJ have definitely found a way to kill Fade. Forced to ult. MJ is at 50% health, but Fade is at 30. Teleporting away, he escapes. But Soul-Lead and MJ are not far behind. Fade getting hit with the champion. Ult goes down to 10%. He's low and his ult is on cooldown. It is not looking good for Caldera. Yeah, it sounds like a drug, doesn't it? MJ is at 50%. Hamilton Dre is keeping up the pressure. Medicaid forced to go out and heal MJ, leaving Soul-Lead to deal with Fade. Folks, they sure do love humping this pillar, and that makes watching them hard. Fade blinking around at 50%. Soul-Lead is also at 50%. Fade coming back into view at 30%, trying to heal his teammates. Soul-Lead is below 50%. Medicaid is creating med packs around the corner. Soul-Lead goes to pick up the bubbles. Both MJ and Soul-Lead are at 50%. Fade stays alive. He is now back up to above 90% hit points. The tables have turned. Both of HOA's DPS are below 50% hit point. Ooh, Soul-Lead takes some fall damage from some buggy tornadoes. Medicaid trying to keep his teammates up, as Caldera now turns the tables and puts on the pressure. Caldera's focusing on Solene, it seems, trying to bring him down. Pamintendre suppressing Medicaid to stop him from dropping healing orb. Solene is still hovering around 50 or 40% hit points. Fade is going down again, back down to 30%. Solene is sticking on him like glue. Just like they're all sticking around this pillar. Without MJ supporting him, Solene is having a tough time bringing Fade down. Fade using another defensive ult. Solene goes up in the air at 30%. Does not take fall damage. Solene picked up another med pack, and he's above 50% health again. Both teams are doing much better this time about keeping themselves alive. Oh, true, I should have Elven Eyes on, shouldn't I? No, I'm just spectating. Solene is at 50%. MJ and Solene are both still sticking on Fade. Caldera has taken a different approach and is trying to kill Solene before Medicaid can heal him. Fade is staying alive. Solene is down at 20%. Can he pick up enough health packs before Metariel and Pamintendre finish him off? Medicaid using an ult to try and heal Solene. Solene's back above 30%. Fade is below 50. This is a close one, folks. Who will die first, Solene or Fade? That seems to be the crux of it. Ooh, Medicaid is now at 50% HP. Solene and Medicaid are low on health. Caldera's putting on the pressure. Fade is still high. MJ is trying to stick on him and pressure their healer, while Metariel and Pamintendre run freely against Medicaid. Solene hovering around 30% HP, picking up orbs when he can. Solene and MJ going back on Fade. Pamintendre and Metariel switch targets. Fade at 30% again, blinks away to safety, only to be pulled back in by Solene. This is looking bad for Fade. If he does not have an ult up, this could be the end. Fade is at 15%. He's stunned. Is he going to go down? Fade is surviving just by the skin of his hair, as is Solene. This is a close match, folks. Someone's going to go down very soon. Who will it be? Fade uses a defensive ult. Solene picks up healing orbs. Fade is at 50%. Solene is back up to 25%. Fade is Plague Lord again. Solene still hovering around 30%. Caldera's target focus. They need to stay on Solene and get him down. And that will relieve enough pressure off Fade, allowing them to probably secure the match. Looks like Fade is low, but Solene has managed to get himself back up to full hit points. This is looking bad for Caldera. Fade is going down. Can they finish him? Yes. Fade is down, pretty much securing the victory for HOA Black. Don't speak too soon, Skokie. Unless Pamintendre and Metariel can finish off MJ very fast, this is looking grim for them. Counter discs, I think, also really screw up our team. Our team comp. Metarial and Pamentadre are very tanky, but with a healer on their side, HOA Black have all the time in the world to slowly whittle down those two champions of Caldera. Metarial is low, Solin and MJ are closing in on the kill as he tries to bandage. Metarial, running low on mana, is forced to try to regain it under fire from both Solin and MJ. Pamentadre trying to hit Medicaid and bring him down. But Pit Fighter champion damage is not super great right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, watching this, remember the rules of this tournament do allow counter discs, so that is why we see so much of them being played here. In the future, there might be tournaments that will not allow counter discs and lock in the disciplines that you start the tournament with. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. HOA Black is victorious.